In India we say Hari Om or Namaste, which is very different from good evening. When we say Namaste, deep within, we have to work to discover this truth that you and I, in the space of love and devotion, are one. You and I, in the space of devotion, are one, and it is this oneness that we have to work to discover or experience. The Lord says, Ishavasyam, in the Ishavasya Upanishad, Ishavasyam idagum sarvam, yet kinchit jagatyam jagat. If you closely see, there's a divine unifying principle in spite of diversity which exists. All of us see diversity, that is one way of looking at life. But if you look a little more deeper, you will find in and through the diversities of the many waves in the ocean, there is an oceanic water of oneness which pervades in and through all the waves. The teaching of Vedanta is the waves may be many. Look at name and form, Nama and the Rupa, you will see they are many. But look little more deeper, and you will see there is one H2O, oceanic water, which is one in and through. And unless we discover this oneness, in spite of diversity, the Gita, Vedanta says, you will always be in samsara.
The spiritual morning boot camp is life transforming. It is 5 days and it is not going to be information, it is transformation. I will teach you how to add life to your years rather than adding years to your life. Then you will grow up rather than grow old. The link is there, join and take a dip into transformation.
You will always be in samsara because the moment you only see duality, the other becomes a threat to you. Please listen carefully. The moment you see duality, the other becomes a threat to you. You have to be in competition with the other. And in Vyavahara, in the world of reality, this is how it exists. But the Gita, the Upanishad, the Veda says, don't stop at being in Vyavahara. Vyavahara Satta is one, go deeper to Paramarthika Satta. Right? Paramarthika Satta is another plane of reality. And in that plane of reality, this big wave, this small wave, this bubble, all of them are nothing but water, 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 and water. And therefore, in Paramarthika means in the absolute reality, when you reach, it is called enlightenment, Nirvana or Moksha, you will experience oneness, oneness, oneness. In Vyavahara means in the world of empirical reality, I am separate from you, you are separate from me. And we have to live a dharmic life dealing in Vyavahara, says the Gita. But don't stop at Vyavahara, this worldly life. You have to be in the worldly life. Don't stop there. Let your vision, let your focus, let your commitment be on the Paramarthika Satta. Paramarthika means the absolute reality. Like, put in the context, there are many waves in Vyavahara, in the empirical reality. This small wave is small compared to a big wave. That is Vyavahara. But in the absolute Paramarthika Satta, that small wave and big wave is nothing but H2O, water, water, water. So too also, in ordinary reality, you are different from me. In ordinary reality, my hand is different from my eyes. You're not going to eat through your eyes. You're not going to walk through your hands. the hand is different, eyes are different, nose is different. Even though the differences in Vyavahara, Vyavahara means in the empirical reality, but go little more higher, that maturity you will find, the hand and the eye and the nose and the ear, functions-wise, very, very different. Function-wise, very different, but there is something united to a consciousness, to a soul. And that is called Paramarthika. And therefore, there is Vyavahara, there is Paramarthika. Live in this empirical reality, but your focus should be in the Paramarthika reality. And you work on the Paramarthika, then you win that vision. In Vyavahara, you say Namaste. All of you say again? Namaste. Namaste means what? Most of us say Namaste. Namaste. One mosquito is crushed inside. We do it very mechanically. No. Consciously, moment to moment in our life, when we say Namaste, means you and I in the absolute reality are one, but we are not able to experience it. And our commitment is to experience it. And our prayer is to experience it. Because the moment you experience, you are in a state of Nirvana. The moment you don't exist, you are in a state of samsara. Now from samsara to Nirvana is the goal of the Bhagavad Gita.